Hey everyone, let's just dive right into this explainer. Today, we're exploring some genuinely fascinating neuroscience-backed techniques from Dr. Carolyn Leaf. These are specifically designed to rapidly regulate your nervous system. Seriously, if you've ever found yourself wishing you had a literal mental reset button, you're in the right place. We're going to unpack 5 brain-based strategies to calm anxiety in just 5 minutes.
To kick things off, we need to completely shatter a massive misconception. Anxiety isn't an illness, it's a signal. It is not a life sentence, guys. It's honestly just your brain's check engine light. Think about it. When that light pops on in your car, you don't instantly panic and assume the engine is destroyed forever, right? No, you look under the hood to see exactly what needs your attention.
So, here is our roadmap for today. Number 1, understanding anxiety as a signal. Number 2, pausing and creating distance. Number 3, shifting focus and finding insight. Number 4, the 5-step neurocycle process. And finally, number 5, rewiring your brain for resilience.
All right, let's get into section 1. Anxiety is a signal. This is all about moving from reacting to responding. The foundational concept making all of this possible is neuroplasticity. We already know our brains can change. That's not new. But the key insight here is that you have the biological power to actively shift from reacting to responding. By doing this, you aren't just managing a bad mood, you are literally building new optimism networks in real time, making calm your brain's new default state over time. Moving on to section 2. Pause and create distance. These are your strategies for immediate de-escalation.
You know, you really can't rewire a house while it's actively burning down, right? We have to de-escalate first. So strategy 1 is what we call the pause. And your magic numbers here are 60 to 90. When anxiety hits you out of nowhere, you need to intentionally stop and just breathe for 60 to 90 seconds. It sounds basic, but that specific time window allows your initial overwhelming emotional surge to naturally fade out, which buys your frontal cortex the exact time it needs to step back into the driver's seat. Strategy 2 is the window technique. I want you to vividly picture your current anxiety trigger completely trapped behind a thick glass window in a giant building. You're standing outside, safe, just observing it. Whatever you do, don't climb in there with it. Just look at it through the glass and start talking about the issue in the third person. Talk about it exactly as if you were giving solid advice to a really close friend.
The science behind why this mental distancing actually works is so cool. It physically activates that frontal cortex we just talked about. Suddenly, the problem isn't this massive, terrifying cloud consuming your whole life. It becomes an objectified little puzzle that you can calmly step back, analyze, and actually solve.
That brings us to section 3, shifting focus and finding insight. Or, as I like to call it, the art of cognitive pivoting.
Okay. Here's where we actively start paving those new neural pathways. Strategy 3 is the 3-to-1 positive shift. The formula is super simple, but incredibly powerful. You're going to immediately counter every single anxious thought with 3 specific positive things. Name something you're grateful for, something that makes you laugh, and something that brings you joy. You aren't ignoring the anxiety, but you are chemically interrupting your brain, so it literally cannot dwell on the negative. Building right on top of that, strategy 4 is the learning lens. Take a second to observe your own thought process and ask yourself, what can I actually learn from this? And what is this telling me about myself? By doing this, you're quite literally transforming your internal alarm bell into a teacher. Because here's the thing, asking those specific questions triggers what Dr. Leaf calls your multiple perspective advantage, or MPA. It integrates your brain's energy flow, totally pulling you out of just managing symptoms and giving you a comprehensive 360-degree view of your own mind. When your brain sees a threat from multiple angles like that, it just naturally diffuses the panic.
On to section 4, the 5-step neurocycle process. This is where the deep-root rewiring happens.
Strategy 5 is the famous Neurocycle. This is a daily mind management tool that takes exactly 5 minutes to complete. You spend 1 minute on each step. 1, gather, just notice your mental and physical feelings. 2, reflect, ask yourself why you feel them. 3, write, jot those thoughts down to get them out of your head. 4, recheck, look at what you wrote and find the patterns. And 5, active reach, pick just one small constructive action to take today. That's it, 5 minutes a day to actively initiate lasting neural change.
Finally, section 5, rewiring your brain for resilience. Time to take action.
Looking at the big picture of everything we've covered in this explainer, I really want you to remember something absolutely crucial. There is nothing inherently wrong with you. If you want to make this rewiring a true daily practice, you can dive way deeper using Dr. Leaf's Neurocycle app, her Help in a Hurry book and courses, or by tuning into her dedicated podcast.
As we wrap up today, I want to leave you with one provocative thought to carry into the rest of your week. If everything we've looked at today is true, if your anxiety is absolutely not a disease, but simply a biological check engine light trying to get your attention, what exactly is it trying to tell you today? Listen to the signal, take that pause, and start rewiring.